So good day, everyone. In this video, we are going to learn how to index both the rows and the columns using Pandas. So suppose we want to slice only the features, movie title and genre, and the first 3 rows. But before everything else, let us try to have a brief review about what our data set looks like. So data that, let's say head or three rows only. So it will give you all of the attributes as well as the first 3 rows, right? Okay. Now we want to see all the column names. So we type data.columns, and it will return an object that contains all of the column names. Okay. So what if we want to iterate through the column names? So what we can do is to convert this object into a list. So list of data.columns, and it will give us all these values, okay, all these features. Now, going back to the movie title and the genre. Okay, so we want to show only the movie title and the genre and the first 3 rows. So first thing first, let us try to extract only the movie title and genre. So we can do that by passing a list to the data. So the data is the name of the data frame where the movie metadata data set was saved. So we will pass the attribute names movie title, and genres. Okay, so enter. So it will give us the movie title as well as the genre. And then we want to show only the first 3 rows. So we will use the typical indexing, so enclosing in the square in the brackets. And then we will include the lower bound and the upper bound. So the lower bound, we will leave it blank since we assume that we are going to start extracting from the beginning of the data frame and until the third row. So enter, and it will show us only the first 3 rows. Okay, so if you want to make our code cleaner, let's say calls, so we can remove this list and store that to calls and pass the list or variable calls to data. So this is helpful, especially if the number of columns that we are going to extract or we want to view is increasing. So it will make the code look much simpler and manageable. Okay, now what if we want to get all the columns except the duration and color? Okay, so in other words, we are going to omit 2 columns only. So what we can do is list down all of the 26 features except all of the 26 features except the duration and color. But that will take so much space and time. Okay, so what we can do is to make use of is in keyword. Okay, so what we can do is type data.lock. We will use .lock, and that means that we are going to locate all of the columns. So all of the rows, I mean, all of the rows, and for the columns, we are going to include data.columns, is in, and is in call one, should be duration and color. Okay, so if we type this out, it will show us all of the rows and just the color and the duration na attributes. But what we want is all of the columns except the duration and the color. Okay, so what we can do is negate this result by using this operator. Okay, so we simply add that one, negate. So that will make your lives so much better by using this operator. Okay, and also the is in keyword. Okay, now what if we only want to get all the columns except one? Let's say director na Facebook likes. So when we are going to start implementing machine learning application, this will be very essential, no? Since we are going to have two data frames to separate. So one data frame will contain all of the features, and another data frame will contain all of the labels. Okay, so when we train our data set, we exclude the labels. All right, so this is one way on how we can exclude one column. So what we can do is still use this one. Still use this. Okay, removing the shape. And let's say director effect. Facebook likes. So now it will show you 5,044 rows and 27 columns, excluding the director na Facebook likes. So if you want to see it better, so let's say we exclude movie title instead. So now the movie title is no longer included. Okay, but as you can see here, this is not optimized because we are passing a list, or we are looking through a list, when in fact we just want to exclude one na attribute. Okay, so what we can do is modify this, make it simpler. So we can use data.columns. So from the data.columns, it should not be equal to, say, the name of the movie title. Okay, and if we enter, so it will show us similar na result. Now the movie title is excluded. Okay,